Okay, what's going on, guys? Thank you for heading over to the Unbiased Sports Network channel. Again, I appreciate all the support. This channel has grown unbelievably quickly, fastly, whatever word you want to use. It's grown very fast, and I've been trying out some voiceovers for the videos. Doesn't seem like you guys like them too much. Fair enough, I understand. So I'll moving forward, I'll just try and give you guys updates in the normal way with my normal voice. So again, just every video I want to start off by saying thank you for finding me over here on the Unbiased Sports Network channel. Let's get into some Giants news. And by the way, the Giants news is very, very positive. We'll start off with this first. So Brian Daboll exploring all options on the offensive line according to Ryan Dunleavy, which includes starting Nick Gates and Jon Feliciano. One would be the fifth different starting left guard. Now, we know that Nick Gates has played guard. We know he's played center. We know he's played right tackle. He's played basically everywhere except for left tackle. This past week, Pro Football Focus had him as a top 10 graded offensive lineman, coming right back off a devastating injury that most thought would be career-threatening, right? Career-threatening kind of injury, and he's come back. He's already started, and he is already playing well. It's an unbelievable story with Nick Gates. And there's a chance maybe they put Feliciano at center, Gates at guard. And I'll get into some other news coming up about this offensive line. Things are starting to really head in a positive direction in terms of getting people back. But I wanted to start off with this. Nick Gates, Feliciano both could be starting on the offensive line this week against the Commanders. Evan Neal said, oh yeah, he is ready to play. Practiced fully yesterday. This is a tweet from yesterday, from Tuesday. So it looks like Evan Neal will be back. It looks like Feliciano will be back. It looks like Nick Gates will be starting. We know that Ben Bredeson was activated off injured reserve, so there's a chance he could play and that he could be potentially getting some playing time. I don't know exactly. We'll have to find out what their final decision on the offensive line and what it looks like. But at the end of the day, it looks like there are at least options. People are healthy. Players are healthy, and there will be options, and then Daboll and the coaching staff will have to figure out who eventually starts, and maybe mid-game they decide to switch things up depending on who's playing well. But Evan Neal looks like he is ready to go as well. Huge news. We also know, we talked about Daniel Bellinger. Looks like he's very likely ready to go. Looks like he'll play this week too. So you're going to get Neal back. You're going to get Bellinger back. Looks like Feliciano's back. Bredeson's back. Azeez Ojulari, he should be back as well. He was activated off injured reserve. The Giants are getting major reinforcements this week. There's a lot of starting caliber players coming back for a huge game. The 7-4 Giants versus the 7-5 Commanders. The Giants hanging on for their playoff life in the wild card standings. Now, another good thing here is Xavier McKinney, right? He told Jordan Reinado of ESPN that he fully expects to be back this season. Said he wasn't sure when asked immediately after the accident. But he is eligible to be designated for return after this week's game. So, we'll have to see, how his rehab or how his process getting back to the field, what it looks like and how long it takes. I am not exactly sure. I'm not a doctor. With this update, according to Pat Leonard, he has to cast off. He says that it's still very swollen with pins. But it looks like McKinney really wants to get on the field. And, look, he should be back at some point this season. Obviously, it was a very unfortunate injury. We'll see how this whole thing plays out. But a lot of injury news that is finally headed in a more positive direction for the Giants.